Welcome to Morocco. It's Michelle here from Atlantic Canada Cooks. And as you can see, my breakfast is already arriving. And you're gonna see a lot of food, which is incredible. I do have some special guests that are eating with me. And we're here at Cafe Chanzi in Tetuan in the north, which by the way is my favorite part of this country. And part of the reason is, number one, the people, incredible. But number two, I can get breakfast all the time, especially in the north. And I've been traveling this week in a few other regions, and we had a few challenges finding breakfast. It is the most important meal of the day, and I hope you're going to enjoy this incredible Moroccan breakfast with me. So we've ordered a bit of a sampling tray, and right now I'm going to be starting with the khalil, as I'm getting my coaches here with me. And I think I have a new level of respect for this dish because I watched a documentary this week to understand how this cured beef is made. So I'm just gonna hold this up so you can have a look and you can see the amazing eggs and this cured beef. Okay, the cured beef that's here, wow. It's definitely gonna give you a little bit of a salty taste in your mouth, but it takes weeks to prepare this properly. And then it's stored into jars in the original fat that it came in. And in the bottom of my dish, which is amazing, is just some of that rendered down fat that's in there. And it's really that natural fat that you wanna have. Healthy, good for you. My eggs are perfectly cooked. The yolks are nice and runny. And I might have a fork in my hand, but not in Morocco. We're gonna put that fork back. And I also have an array here of so many different types of breads. Or here, it would be hobs. And I must say, when you come visit Morocco, because I know you will, understand that this is part of that being close with your food. So I'm gonna be using my bread as my spoon. So let's dip into this. And I can't wait to show you the tray that's beside me. So what we wanna do is break that bread open, get a good sized piece, and we wanna just dip into there. Watch this. Ooh, it's nice and hot. You can see the yolk, the meat coming off there. So let's have a taste. It's so amazing. I have probably now had this at about 8 to 10 different restaurants. And thank you, Cafe Chanzi, because I think you might have actually made the best one I've had yet. Now, I'm just gonna have one more dip and have a look, because we're gonna take you through a much bigger breakfast. Now, actually I'm gonna set this down. I wanna show you what comes with. You're gonna have all your senses going when you're here in Morocco, because not only do I have this amazing brush, look at this juice. You can see the strawberries coming all the way through it. Now that's fresh. When you drive up and down the streets here in Morocco, you see all of the fresh fruit vendors everywhere. So I'm always confident when I'm coming here, not only am I getting the freshest juices, trust me, but I know that they're in season. And it's also strawberry season here, which is kind of cool because it's strawberry season back home in Canada as well. So along with all the most amazing things that you're gonna have, every meal in Morocco comes with olives and some olive oil. I have now really integrated this into my eating because when you have really good olive oil every day, it also helps to keep nice and healthy. We've got some beautiful soft cheese. I'm gonna have one of these amazing olives. I have traveled to Greece, to Italy, to Spain. And I promise you, when you come to Morocco, you will get the best olives in every flavor that you can imagine. This is amazing. So I want to talk about coffee just for a second before I bring on the next round. So in Canada, we're used to a giant coffee, but here it should be a smaller coffee, or for me, I get what we call an élanger, and I love it. It's just a little bit more coffee because I want a bit more, all the punch of the caffeine that you're looking for. And I like to get mine with a little bit of honey. And I'll tell you, the other thing I've had is the best honey in the world. There's so many different types of honey in this country, and it's available year-round, and it's part of everything. So I'm gonna get one of my support here. I'm gonna trade a few dishes. So we're just gonna take this. I will be finishing this afterwards. And let's talk a bit about some fresh fruit and all of the different things that come in. It's gonna take us a minute to move this tray around. You're gonna get to see how the fun is. Part of the biggest adventure in this country is watching your food arrive. Because when it comes, you know, you can smell it, the smells when you come in. There's incredibly beautiful, relaxing music behind me. And then the sights. You're gonna use all your senses in this country. And now look at this beautiful bowl of fresh fruit that we have here. And I'm gonna hold it up. You're gonna see kiwi, apple, mango, raspberries, strawberries, all the different ones. And I'm gonna get in here and get a nice bite with that raspberry at the top. Look at the colors, right? Seriously, I think I might eat the whole bowl of this. It's absolutely incredible. Oh look, we've got some watermelon in there too. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel because we've been filming incredible adventures across Morocco, and I can't wait for you to see the food markets, because I'm telling you, the watermelons in this country that I'm seeing are absolutely huge. And you can buy them on the side of the road. It's one of my favorite experiences here. So Moroccan tea is one of the also most incredible and important parts of this. I'm gonna see if I can move my fruit over here and my coffee over here, because we're gonna bring in the most amazing tray of food. Now, I'm gonna remind you, the dish I'm about to put in front of me is for at least 2 people. I pretty much think you could feed a family of 4 off of it. And let's take the amazing adventure here. Yeah, we're gonna keep that tea close by. I think we'll finish off with some tea, right? All right. We'll move this. Are we ready? Wow. It's like, if you didn't think the food in this country was amazing, I promise you, after watching this, you're gonna be booking your first flight. I have all your favorite flavors in Morocco in front of me right now. When I saw this on the menu, I was completely excited about it. So we're gonna go around the tray. Of course, I've got some more amazing olives and cheese, and I'm just gonna hold some of these meats up, and I love the different cured meats in this country. Look at the colors, all of these, and the cheeses. Well, there's sheep's cheese, goat cheese, cow, absolutely amazing. And these cured meats, my favorite. This smoked turkey, Michelle would really like to bring some home. Absolutely perfect. But as I was saying, it's the beauty. It's so beautiful. So we've got all these amazing meats, but I should really be starting with the first thing that you should break fast with in the morning, and that's a date. You wouldn't be in Morocco if you weren't enjoying some amazing dates. Now, my friends have taught me a few things this week about dates. When you're eating them, you should eat 1, 3, 5. So stick with your odd numbers. And there's some scientific proof behind the amount of natural sugar in there to keep you extra healthy. And again, like I said, when you come travel here in Morocco, you're gonna see how beautiful everybody is, great skin, and I think it's the olive oil and the dates for sure. So we've got some amazing dates here. Again, those cheeses. So when it comes to bread, you're in the bread capital of the world. And I'm gonna ask for some support to remember the name of this one.
Arsha.
Ashe?
Arsha.
Arsha. And this is made with some corn. I'm gonna break this open. Look at that. And it's really warm. And see the beautiful yellow coloring in it? And you can still see the cornmeal. See on my finger? And see the cornmeal on the top of it. Now, what are we gonna do with this? Well, in front of me, I've got some beautiful jams. And there's honey. You can dip this in your oil, cheese. But I'm gonna attempt a little bit of this jam. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna say hi to Mom. Mom, I am missing you here in Morocco. My mother loves jam. So I think, Mom, this would be your favorite. The flavor of that is beyond incredible. Wow. It's always fun to host a live show while you're eating, because I just want to keep eating. Now, Michelle's favorite bread, when I come here and I was introduced to it when I first arrived, is called Messiman or Reef, depending on what area in Morocco that you are. And I can tell that this one is absolutely perfect. I've talked about this before in our adventures. The amount of time that goes into making this and the layers and layers of flavor, and I love it. We can really see this one. You can see the layers. Look at this. And you know what's the best part? When you go to dip this in, that's that many more layers to get that food with. So let's take a piece of Messiman. Very common in most households. Many of the Moroccan women here make them. But you know what's awesome? And you're gonna see this in our tour. There is always a bakery nearby. And thank you to all the bakers in the world who get up so early in the morning to make sure that we can go down and get this freshest bread. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm just gonna take some of that beautiful cheese. Oh, so perfect. So you can put some cheese, honey, jam, and again, some olive oil. You're always dipping something in olive oil here. Seriously, that Messiman is absolutely perfect. Still just a little bit warm. Love the flavor. I'm gonna source a tissue here as we keep going, because we're not even close to done. Let's get that juice back so Michelle can enjoy a little bit more of that strawberry again. It's a perfect thickness. And you know that you're gonna get all those nice, great vegetables and fruits in there. So let's see. Look at this. We've got a perfectly layered little parfait here. Again, that beautiful mix of jam on the bottom. And of course, a little piece of mint, because you're gonna see a lot of mint in this country. So this is like the best tasting menu ever. The good news is I am sharing this with my friends afterwards, and they get to eat what I have left. Absolutely perfect. It's very, very nice, light yogurt. And the jam at the bottom of that one isn't too sweet. Unbelievable flavor in between. Now, I'm gonna need a little help because I know that these pancakes have a special name as well. Okay. This pancake is covered in almonds, raisins, a little bit of fresh oats, and some amelu, which is a mixture of almond butter with some argan oil in it. And it is the absolute perfect combination. It's like peanut butter on steroids. It's so delicious. The flavor's incredible. We've got a nice fresh banana across there, and I'm pretty sure you can see some drizzled honey across this. Now, I would really like to take this and take a bite of it, but I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But let's see if Michelle can hold this up. Wow. That's crazy. Look at that. Look at the amount that's in here. Let's have a look over here. Oh. So the meal that I ordered, it's a specialty of this particular location. And this one tray is designed for at least 2 people to eat. And you can see everybody is gonna leave very full. I think I'm gonna save this for my breakfast dessert. We started our meal by ordering a little bit of coffee, and we had a croissant. What's even funnier, we probably want to get to the main course, and that's how important eggs are. So of course, again, a meal for 2. I'm going to move my other yogurt over here. And we've got a beautiful sandwich. And this would be really common at home in Canada, where you'd have a little bit of brunch, we call it. It's like breakfast and lunch kind of meet together. And this is where, this to me reminds me a bit of a club sandwich from home. Let's separate this out. And you've got some great I'm going to say grilled. It's not grilled. It's some fresh thawed meat inside of it. Absolutely beautiful flavors. But I think Michelle's going to move this and start with my eggs. I'm going to move this over here. There's not really much room to move. So let's go this route. So eggs. Almost every day starts with eggs. Good protein. And I'm going to tell you, the freshest eggs. I love it. I've even seen chickens running down the road nearby where we're staying. So this looks to me like an absolutely perfectly cooked omelet. I am going to go in for a fork with this particular one. We've got layers of smoked, look at this, shredded smoked ham, beautiful shredded cheese, tomatoes. We've got some other roasted tomatoes in here. Let's get a bite of this. Oh, excuse me. Too much food. Michelle's getting excited. Look at that. Absolutely fluffy. Perfectly cooked omelet. Love this. Other than the omelet I made, that's the best eggs I've had since I arrived. Other than a little place that we like to go, small little cafe where everybody knows your name, I now walk in and they even know what I want to eat. So thank you so much for that. They know how I want my juice, my coffee, and for me, I always get miscimin with my breakfast. Those eggs are amazing. I'm looking at my table mates here saying, finish the show, Michelle, because we're getting hungry. So as we wrap up this meal, I'm gonna kind of move over to the dessert portion of it, and I'm gonna finish off with some Moroccan tea. I am gonna ask for a little bit of support to get someone to pour it for me. But over here, and I love this makes me smile when this arrived at the table, we still have 2 more perfectly cooked pancakes. A pancake like you would see all over the world. And on top of it, I've got 2 of the freshest raspberries, and it's layered with Nutella. So, one last story about Nutella, because this one makes me laugh, and I promised to send you a recording. When you go to the beach here, there's guys walking up and down the beach with donuts that they're holding on trays in their head. Fresh hot donuts with Nutella. Very important in this country. But you know what's really cool? Check it out. I've also got an Oreo cookie on top. So it's like breakfast dessert right here on my tray. So I'm gonna leave my tray here. I'm just gonna move it over here a bit to the side, and I'm gonna ask Hovik to come in over here on the side. And we're gonna finish off our meal with what everybody should have. And I'm gonna tell you, to me, Moroccan tea, even on a hot day, it's 30 degrees here today, beautiful air conditioning inside of here, but there's just something incredibly special about the unique flavors that goes into Moroccan tea. And always some fresh mint. But there's also a unique thing. When you start with your tea, you pour a cup and you drink the first cup, you put it back in and drink the second cup. So let's see. Are we ready? All right. They want me to move the tray because when I move it, they get to start eating off it. Thank you. Now, Michelle should be practicing this. And while we're bringing my tea over, of course, I have some more fresh pastries here as well. And I'm going to take this one. Oh, wow. Look at how amazing this is. These were definitely just made this morning. They're absolutely amazing. Oh, let's get our tea over here. Mm-hmm. All right. Shukran. I love this. Turn the cup over. And the presentation is absolutely perfect. Nice. Can I help? There we go. I'm back in. I wonder if we can show that for the camera. There we go. This is the one we drank. Michelle's gonna have a good day because we got a good long pour on that one. So let's have a look into this beautiful cup of tea. That is heavy. I'd say that is solid silver. You can see the giant leaves of fresh mint floating around inside of that. Ooh, we're gonna dip a little tea here. There's that. I hope you have enjoyed a breakfast in Morocco. Stay tuned for so many great adventures. Follow along our YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook, but we're gonna be adding a lot of special fun things, and just wait till you see the tagine tour that's coming up. So, welcome to Morocco. Thank you so much for joining me for breakfast, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Cheers, everybody.